Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. And welcome back to another tag. And I didn't even start my music. What's wrong with me? I've had anxiety about doing this. Hold on. It just went to a commercial. My music, that's weird. I've had anxiety about doing this tag because I have so many collections. And I'm like, what do I use? What do I do? And it just gave me a lot of anxiety. But this is a VR to Candy, Soul and Soils. My hashtag collection meets decks. And it's kind of a cheat because it's decks meeting decks. And I'll be clear here in a moment. So, I've been on a playing card kick lately. I have a lot of playing card decks. And I'm like, that's what I can use. I have other collections. Like I used to collect salt and pepper shakers. I do crochet from time to time. And when I first started doing crochet, I basically collected every yarn I could think of. I have miniature like porcelain little dolls and miniature porcelain little antiquities. I have skulls. I have crystals. I have little angels. You name it. But I don't think I have enough to make a video of it unless I do them all randomly. Because everybody I've seen so far, because I've had fun watching the videos, it just gave me anxiety. I don't know why. But this one is the one I'm more comfortable with. So I'm doing it this way. Because I have a lot of playing card decks. So what I'm going to do is show you some cool playing card decks I have. And then show you the corresponding tarot deck that up until today, I never even thought of pairing together. Because I do use my playing card decks for divination purposes. So I have 7 playing card decks. I have 8 tarot decks. Because my first one, where'd my regular phone go? Oh. Because my first one that I thought of, okay, I don't know where my phone went. It's crazy. Oh, it's right next to me. Has two tarot decks to go with it. If I can ever find what I just did with it. So this might be a part 1 and part 2 because I just bought a whole bunch of more playing card decks and I won't get them in for a while. And then there's a tarot deck that I know is going to go with one I already have that I have not got yet. It's a Kickstarter. So I'm waiting on that. So I might be a part 2 to this later on. But right now we have 7 playing card decks as my collection, and 8 tarot decks. So the first one is the Care Bears playing cards. I saw these on Angel's channel. I can't remember her name. She just changed it. But I saw this on her channel, and I'm like, I need that because I loved Care Bears growing up. I grew up in the 80s, so the Care Bears were, the first time they came around, were a huge thing when I was growing up. I never got one, and I was devastated. And then when I got older and married and had a bunch of kids, well, not a bunch, I've had 3. So, my sister-in-law found out that I had never gotten a Care Bear and bought me a huge purple Care Bear. And then I actually bought a Care Bear suit. And don't that look like a hermit? That's so cute. Bought a Care Bear, the purple Care Bear suit for Halloween. Not suit, but like pajama outfit. So that's usually what I wear for Halloween, the purple Care Bear. Even though everybody would say I'm this Care Bear, the grumpy one. So, but I just thought this was so adorable, and it rubbed right up against my, at the time, buying all these stuff for my inner child, and I loved it. And my inner child was super happy when I got this. Now, if they come out with a Rainbow Bright playing card deck, I'm going to buy it because I never got a Rainbow Bright either. And I'm still salty over that one because I asked for a Rainbow Bright for Christmas that year. The year they came out, I think I was 12, maybe 13. And my stepsister got one instead. And then I had to sit there and watch her open it. And I'm like, while I got clothes. And I'm like, that's crazy. Because she didn't even live with us. But enough of my childhood trauma. the tarot deck to match that would be the Kawaii Tarot. So freaking cute. This is the first deck I thought of, but I do have another deck that I'm like, it has to go in it because it's bears. But the coloring is the same. It has that childlike quality to it, to me, the inner child quality that I love. And it's more of an innocent childlike quality, because I have some decks that are childlike, but they're not innocent. They're a little bit darker, but this one is the sweetest, probably the sweetest deck I have in my collection thus far. It's so sweet and cute, and I love it to pieces. And when I thought of the Care Bear playing card deck, that's the first deck I thought of to do this video with. I thought of this Kawaii Tarot also. Now, the next deck I thought of to go with that, where'd it go? I made a pouch for it. Has to be the Teddy Tarot. I love I edge it in purple and yellow to match the backs. It's so freaking cute. It's, again, bears. What is this? Turn around. It's small enough that I can shuffle it any way I want. It's got this nice matte cardstock. It's super freaking cute. And these two would probably pair, these three would actually probably pair fantastic together. I don't know why they're all flipped around. That's weird. Anyway, this is the Teddy Tarot. Super cute. Love this. And like I said, it made me think about pairing all these decks together. I'm like, wait a minute. So that might be a separate video where I pair them together. But this is the other one I thought of when I thought of the Care Bears. I'm like, I have to add the Teddy Tarot in there. Yeah, have to. I just realized I didn't leave the Kawaii book back in the box. And let me put I'm wasting time. So, the next playing card deck I thought of was the Royal Mischief playing cards. I love this deck. I actually got it on sale on Amazon for like $8, something like that, $10. It's a US Games deck. It is by Patrick Valencia, is the creator. US Games picked it up because I think it was an indie. It has this gunmetal gray metallic gilding. I'm freaking here for it. It's like it's coated. It doesn't feel like the linen playing cards. It is playing card size. It is gorgeous though, and I love the way they did this. It's gorgeous. The cards are unique because it's, again, Patrick Valencia, and every like this is a 3 of diamonds. They're the inside of the shark's mouth. I freaking love it. Love it to pieces. Love it. It's typical of his work, and I'm here for it. I love it to pieces. This is probably the first deck I bought that I'm like, oh. And then there's an extra from, there's not an extra. It's so stunning. And then the quartz are morbid, of course. But I love it to pieces. Love it to pieces. Look at that. He's holding a little dude in his hand. That's interesting. Almost look like a genie there. But I love this deck. And, of course, the only deck that I thought of when I thought of the Royal Mischief, and I probably will be adding these two together as soon as the fall hits, is the Deviant Moon Tarot. What else would they go together with? This is also Patrick Valencia. This is his mass market tarot. And if anything is going to, and I edged it in this dark brown to match the backgrounds here. The freaking 4 of Cups on top. To me, these two decks go hand in hand, right? They were meant to go together. Obviously. I love it to pieces. I don't use this deck very often just because there's a familial aspect for me again, and it's not my place to pull this out unless it's time to work on family issues, if that makes sense. There's another genie. Interesting. Genies are popping up lately. But that is the Deviant Moon that I thought of would totally go with the Oh my gosh. This is the borderless version. I don't know if I mentioned that, but this is the borderless version. And they're quite tall. Much taller than a typical, to me, tarot size. So there's that. That was deck 2 or 3, depending how you look at it. Number 3 would be the Outdoors Adventure, and I paid $1 for this playing card deck. Actually, I think I paid 50 cents. From Five and Below. It was like 50, yeah, I think it was like 50 cents, maybe $1. And then I started using it. Something told me to start using it for missing people, for place. Where were they last seen? Where are they now? And it was so freakishly accurate. I put it down for a while because it was accurate. And I'm like, holy crap. Every card is a different place in the U.S. And it was freakishly accurate. And I actually realized there's St. Louis. I just was freaked out, really, that it was so accurate on where people would be. But I also love any landscape type deck. Where it shows the landscape, not landscape this way, but outdoors. And I thought of this and I'm like, what would I pair with that? And then, it hit me. It's a deck I freaking love to pieces that I show all the time. I got last year, my birthday, right around a year ago, because it's almost my birthday again. But it's the Tarot for the Great Outdoors. And I'm like, those two would pair fabulous together. The energy may not be the same because the other deck freaks me out. Even though it's a playing card deck. It's eerily accurate every time I use it. I edged this in purple. The cardstock is crap. It's paper thin, but I love the bags. I love the oh my god, the artwork. I can't use words. It has a U.S. State park for every major. The artwork in this is stunning, and I love it. And I just looking at this, I'm like, yeah, those two decks would pair so well together. It's fabulous. They would pair fabulous together. I would just have to get kind of not let it freak me out, the playing card deck, because it's freaked me out before. Like, I get chills holding it because I'm like, it's going to be too accurate. But I love this Death card. It's Death Valley. And then this is Joshua Tree National Park, the star. Love it. This is the Tarot for the Great Outdoors. What else would I pair with the deck that's called Outdoor Adventures Playing Cards? I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer, right? So there's that deck. Next, what's my next deck? I feel like I'm running out of time, but I feel like I've got way more than I need. So the next one would be, and this was 50 cents or $1 too. I got it Five and Below. It's a Constellation playing cards. The box is falling apart. It's coming unglued. It's a Constellation deck. Love the backs. It's literally just constellations on the fronts. And it tells you what the names are, which is cool. If you don't know what the names are, I don't. And it's really cool. And I just thought that was interesting. And then the deck, of course, that I would pair with that or use as that would be the Zodiac Tarot. This is by US Games. This is the Tarot in a 10. This is the only version I have. I really wasn't sold on the deck until the mini came out. I did edge it in black because why would you leave them white when the backs are black? The backgrounds are black. But it gives you the zodiac signs and the planetary symbols on each card. And I'm like, what else would I pair with that? I mean, there's nothing else I would pair if I'm using a playing card deck that I would pair with the Zodiac Tarot than the Constellation playing deck. Kind of a little on the nose kind of deal there too, right? But this is a gorgeous little deck, and I love that the constellations are on the cards. So if you really want to dive in deep, and I wish I'd got this when I was playing, when I was doing the Deacon Walk, but I didn't because I was like, I don't need that deck, and now I love it. But that is the Zodiac Tarot that goes with the Constellation playing cards. Okay, next we're rolling right along have 3 decks left. So here we have the Beyond the Veil playing cards. And I've talked about this ad nauseum this year. This is like a rose petal finish box. It is by MJ Cullinane. It is out of print. I apologize. I paid like $40 for this deck because it was a deck that came with when you bought an indie of hers. I don't remember which indie it was. I didn't even know about it until January, February when I bought it. I'm like, whoa. It's got the linen cardstock. It's beautiful. It basically, love that. 8 of Swords. Basically it's a combination of multiple of her decks. There's the, I think that's the Crow Tarot, the Grimalkin's Cat Tarot, the Fae Tarot. I can't remember the name of it right now off the top of my head. There's the Urban Court Oracle in here. There's her Royal Roar Oracle, which I don't have, but I want. I freaking love this deck. It became a top contender this year for top deck. It also brought my mediumship readings to a whole new level, and in which I really started looking at playing cards in a much different way and use them now for much different things than I did before this deck. And I freaking love it. And it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Now, I have a lot of her decks because I went on MJ Cullinane kick this year. But if I'm going to pair it with a deck, I'm going to pair it with all of her decks because all of her decks are reflected in this deck. But if I'm using it as instead of, I'm going to go with the original Crow Tarot. I don't know why that seems like it's there. This is by US Games also. Well, that's an indie deck, but I'm going to use this deck right here because it's the Crow Tarot. It's what she started with, and it's freaking stunning, and I freaking love it to pieces. And there's no other words. It has to be the Crow Tarot, right? But like I said, if you're using it with that deck, you can use any of her decks because they're all reflected in the Beyond the Veil playing cards. It's just, I'm going back to the beginning here. The beginning of Hearst beginning. And I would have to use the Crow Tarot. Stunning. All right, next we have the Cats. Bicycle Cats playing cards. I love cats. I have a cat. I have a dog too. I have a couple dogs too. Oh, that's really dirty in there. I don't know why. Look at the backs. Gorgeous. This is a linen typical bicycle playing cards. Love the... it's like dirty. Love the cards. Why are they upside down? Gorgeous. Cats. Now, I was going to use the Witch's Familiar Oracle that I just got because it's dark like this. But there's only a couple cats in there. Where this one is a full-on cat oracle. Cat. All the courts are cats. Gorgeous. Like he's reading the tarot cards. It got the 3 of Swords down there. I love that. I wish I had that deck. I don't know what that is. Look at that. Stunning. Stunning cats. When I think of cats, look, this looks like the Witch's Familiar one in there. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at the Joker. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. When I think of this deck, I'm going to automatically pull out the Soul Cats Tarot by Llewellyn. And I just edged it this morning in this blue. I don't know why, but I wanted like an ice blue. Because there's the backs. But a lot of these are 3 of Swords again on top. A lot of these have a bluish background too. But yeah, I had to use, this ice blue color is why I wanted, kind of what I wanted to try to use. Yeah, and it kind of matches, but it kind of doesn't. But it's done now, so whatever. But I love this deck. It's Adam Oehler's artwork. If you can't afford all the other beautiful, wonderful decks he has, this would be a great one. It's mass market. It's by Llewellyn. It has a huge box, huge book. It's fantastic. I cannot say enough about this deck. Yeah, that's the kind of blue I was going for there. It's gorgeous. I love this deck. So, of course, when I pulled out the Cats playing cards, I have to pull out my Soul Cats Tarot. Which is stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Last one, and we got just enough time, I think, to do it. It is the Edgar Allan Poe playing cards. Again, sorry, these are also out of print. Although I think I got the last copy ever on Etsy. They were like 15, not Etsy, eBay. They were $15, so that wasn't too bad. But I love them because they got a quote from him on each card. And the hearts are actual hearts. And I freaking love it. And it's just a quick walkthrough here because it's just quotes from him. Beauty of whatever kind in its supreme development invariably exists. The sensitive soul to tears. Interesting. And of course, the deck I thought of, the only deck you could pair with this, is the Poe Tarot. Let me move this out of the way. I think I actually have paired these two together because the writer in me was doing a project and I used the Poe Tarot as writing instrument. It is by Red Feather. I love the blood red gilding. The cards are huge. They're much bigger than typical tarot, but they also have his quotes on the bottom of the cards, and I am here for it. Yeah, because it speaks to the writer in me. I'm just like, yeah, of course, these two pair together. But, and yeah, they're so stunning, and they got crows on the back. I don't know if I showed you that. It's ravens. Of course, it's a raven on the back. Well, and then let me just show real quick. You could just, zip one of these into. Let my heart be still a moment and this mystery explore. And then this says, I became insane with long intervals of horrible sanity. Wow. Interesting. And it's the High Priestess. That's kind of cool. But yeah, of course, why am I doing that? Of course, anytime I want the writer in me is activated and wants to come out, these are the decks that come out. And they, of course, pair fabulous together. So this is my take on Candy Soul and Soil's, what do you call it? What did I say? Hashtag, oh my gosh, I can't even think right now. Hashtag collection meet decks. Like I said, I've had anxiety about doing this. I'll probably do this in a second part 2 of the playing card thing because I have so many, and I've just bought a whole slew more playing cards that are specifically special, to me. And so, yeah, I'm so excited. I cannot believe it took me this long to realize I already had a collection of cards on cards. And I love playing cards just as much as I love my tarot cards and my oracle cards. And in fact, I use them with that. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And you have a good afternoon. Bye.